today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on the Smashbox Full Coverage Studio Skin Foundation. So I'm going to tell you guys the details about this foundation first, and then I'm going to get into a demo and wear test of how it wore on my skin. And then at the end of the video, I'll give you guys my thoughts on this foundation. So it says it's a weightless 24-hour full coverage foundation with oil shine control that is also waterproof, sweat resistant, and won't look cakey or cause blemishes. The coverage is full, the finish is matte, the formulation is liquid, and then the skin type that they say it works for is normal, dry, combination, and oily. And this foundation retails for $36, which I feel like is pretty good. I feel like a lot of high-end foundations are in that like $40 range or maybe even more. It does come in a squeeze bottle, and you get 1 fluid ounce in here. So if you guys want to hear what I think about this foundation, then please keep watching. Hey guys, so this is going to be the demo part of this video. This isn't my first time trying out this foundation. I actually have had it for about a month or so. I haven't been using it every single day because I got it in a super dark shade, so I could have went a couple shades later, so it really only works for me when I'm self-tanned. I do have the shade 3.15, which is a skin tone medium and undertone neutral, it says. So what is cool about this foundation is they have different like skin tones and undertones. So if you want like a peach undertone, if you want a neutral undertone, pink undertone, they have like a bunch of different ones. So it does come in a squeeze bottle like this. I'm also going to do updates throughout the day and show you guys how this foundation wears on me before I give you my full-on review and if I think it's worth it or not. So I always use a beauty blender or a sponge. I actually really like the e.l.f. sponge, but I got like a gift set of beauty blenders for Christmas, so I've been using them, but I love the e.l.f. one. I think it's so worth it. So I'm going to prime, because I have big pores right here, I'm going to use my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I'm just going to put a little bit on the sides of my nose. I did do my eyeshadow and mascara already, because I don't want this to be like too long, and I want it to be focused on the foundation. So I'm just going to squeeze some right on the sponge like this. Now, I have acne scars on my chin, so you guys will see the coverage. I feel like this foundation has very good full coverage. And I know it's dark, but I really just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. So that's with like a little bit. It definitely spreads out, and it looks very matte at first. I'm looking over here because my mirror is right here, but it has very full coverage, and it has like a matte powder finish. Like I almost feel like it doesn't even look like I need to put powder on, but I have to, because one thing about this foundation is I get very oily throughout the day with it. Like quicker than other foundations that I have. You see it covered up my acne scarring really good too. It has really nice full coverage. Oh, I feel like I look so orange. So I'm wearing a scarf today because I don't want my neck to show, because clearly this foundation's way too dark for me, and I should have exchanged it for another shade, but I didn't. Alright guys, so that is what the foundation looks like all applied. It definitely looks like you have makeup on with this foundation. Like it's not one of those super natural finish foundations, but I really wish I got a lighter shade, but I'm hoping this works like in the summer, or when I do self-tan it matches me okay, but to lighten it up just a little bit, I'm just going to add a little concealer and highlight my forehead, under my eyes, nose, and my chin. This is the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I just finished my makeup. This is what the foundation looks like after you apply it. I feel like it's very matte. It's a powder finish. Oh, I also did set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. So I will show you guys how it wears throughout the day. I'll probably do like 2 or 3 check-ins throughout today. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, so I'm gonna do my first check-in. I think I forgot to tell you guys what time I put on the foundation, but it was around 11 o'clock and it's now 2 o'clock. So this is what the foundation looks like. I feel like it looks very similar to how I first applied it. I might look just a tiny bit shinier, but it's fine. I think it holds up really good. So it's been on for 3 hours now. I feel like every time I do use this foundation though, I definitely get oily. Like oilier than I would like to, and I feel like the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation, I don't have to blot or reapply throughout the day, which is really nice. Same with the Minerals Performance Wear foundation. I love this one as well. So those two I feel like work better for oil control. Hey guys, so it is now almost 7 o'clock. I've had this foundation on for just about 8 hours now. As you guys can see, I'm really, really shiny. I haven't touched it up once today, and definitely shinier than I like to be. That's kind of like my only complaint with this foundation is I feel like I just get so oily, and like other foundations don't make me this greasy. But I guess for 8 hours not touching it up, like it's not bad. It's just, I guess, because I've tried foundations that don't make me this oily in this amount of time. And I haven't even really been doing anything today. I was off today, so I've just been like hanging out. Another thing though is I feel like it breaks up, and if you touch your face it kind of smears, I feel like. So let me zoom you in and show you what I'm talking about. So as you guys can see on my nose, it's a little blotchy. You could really see it right here. Like, I don't think it's a horrible foundation. It's just, I feel like it's just not for my skin type. Like, I have oily skin. I've tried so many foundations and only a couple like actually hold up throughout the day for me. I am going to do one more check-in before I take my makeup off, probably in a couple hours. So I'll show you guys what it looks like after, I guess that would be like 10 hours, around 10. Hey guys, so this is my last check-in. It is about 9 o'clock right now, and this is what my skin looks like. As you can see, it's a little blotchy. It's been about 10 hours now. It's definitely fading on my nose and other spots of my face, but mostly my nose. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. It's a little blotchy right in this area too. Okay, so for it being on for 10 hours now, I mean, it doesn't look good. I definitely wouldn't use this foundation if I was like working a super long day, or if I had a super long day. I think it wears really nice like for a few hours, at least on me. I have very oily skin, obviously. So if you have more dry skin or you don't get this oily, maybe it would work a little different for you. But yeah, so it definitely fades and it definitely breaks up after a while. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, this isn't the first time I'm using this foundation. I have been using it here and there throughout the last like month or so. So I have tested it out where I'm like touching it up throughout the day and whatever. And I feel like my final like conclusion is that it's definitely not my favorite, and I definitely won't repurchase it, but it's not the worst foundation that I've tried. I am going to do a review part of this video too, but I definitely wanted to do like a demo and show you guys like what it actually looks like on and how it wears throughout the day on oily skin. So I'm going to get on to the review and my final thoughts on this foundation. Okay guys, so now that you saw the demo and how it wears on me, I'm going to get into my thoughts on this foundation and if I recommend it or not. So as you guys could see, when you first apply it, I feel like it's very full coverage. It would definitely cover up any acne, redness, rosacea. It has very good full coverage. I feel like you don't have to layer it or anything. It is buildable, but you definitely get that full coverage right away. I also feel like it's not cakey, but you definitely can tell that you have makeup on. It's like a thicker consistency. It's not like a super liquidy foundation, and it has a very matte kind of powder finish, which isn't really my favorite type of finish. I like more of a natural finish. Okay, so honestly, I feel like it wears nice on me for the first like 4-ish hours without touching it up. I don't like to touch up my foundation, so this isn't a foundation that I go to if I have a long work day or if I'm going out or if I just have like a super long day where I want my foundation to look perfect from like morning to night. This is not the foundation for that, at least for me. I have oily skin, so I feel like it's like putting foundations to the true test. If you have dry skin or normal skin, I feel like it might wear a little bit better on you, but I notice it breaking up on me. As you guys saw in the footage, it breaks up on my nose and a little bit on like my cheeks, and I looked extremely shiny. So I do want to mention that I have tried out this foundation like baking my face too, and it's still like the same result. So yeah, I don't want to say I hate this foundation. It's not like the worst foundation I've ever tried, but I definitely thought I was gonna like it a lot more than I do. I feel like I said, if you don't have oily skin, this might be a really great option for you. But if you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend it. I feel like there are so many other really great foundations. Even though it claims to be for oily skin, I feel like it's not. I'm not going to return it or anything, but I definitely won't be repurchasing this foundation. So yeah, that is my opinion on it. I hope this video was helpful and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.